Good evening and welcome to Wednesday night. I hope everybody has had an amazing week so far. Leanne here. Before we do jump in, let's touch on some housekeeping rules. So I do ask people to help me spread the love and invite your friends and family to join in. Also, if you're watching from any other Facebook page besides mytimetv.live, you do need to be over here where I can actually see your comments in the background. I can see we've got 21 people watching, but I certainly don't have any comments coming through as yet. So, there we go. Rashina has just said hi. Hey, honey, hope you're doing well. So say hi. Let me know that you are watching. Let me know where you're watching from as well. It seems like the system could be running a little bit slow at the moment. Hey, Roz, how you going, honey? And Roz is saying hi to myself and everybody else. Wonderful. Thanks, hon. I hope you have had a chance to rest up after our busy weekend. And Rashina is saying hi. How are you? I am doing well. I look a bit of a scruff. I have actually just sort of sat in the lounge and put my feet up. Today has been a very hectic day, some amazing clients and some very strong messages that came through. But I think the weekend has caught up with me a bit and this cold weather's not helping. So don't forget to let me know where you are watching from. Ross is letting us know she's over here in My Time TV and from the cold and wet Port Elliot. Yeah, it's cold and wet here too, honey. I didn't actually realise it was raining until probably about 10 minutes before we came live. Released. You found things to do, did you, hon? And we have the lovely Wanda here as well. And we have Scott here, and I will get to your comments very quickly, or your questions very quickly. I do ask people to also please make them direct questions rather than general questions so I can get to as many of you as possible. I am going to be using my Inner Soul Guidance Oracle cards tonight. Myself and Deb have had these published. I think we released them about a month ago now. It's amazing how fast time actually does fly by at the same time. So, Rashina's saying we're in winter currently, but it's like 25 degrees. Wow. That's incredible. That's quite warm, really, for winter, honey. We whoops, I dropped my box. So let me have a look. According to my watch, Mount Barker, I nearly said Mount Gambier. I've got too many mounts in my brain at the moment. Mount Barker is at 8 degrees at the moment, so it's definitely quite cool outside as well. Ross is saying we went out for dinner. First time for yonks. It was lovely. Yay. Nice, honey. We had hamburgers. I couldn't be bothered by the time I finished work tonight. I was not cooking tea. And with hubby working shift work at the moment, he is due home in probably about 20 minutes. So if you hear the front door go clonk, you know that's who it is. Hey, Natalia, how you going? The lovely Kez is here as well. How are you, honey? Thank you so much for all those beautiful photos. I will show Roz and we will have to lock in a date. Wanda, I will get to the cards very shortly. Natalia saying she's from Brisbane. We'll get to your message too, honey, very quickly or very shortly as well. Ross says we did have a good weekend there at Mount Gambier. We did, honey, and I've had so many messages and so many people wanting to know when we're coming back already. So, guys, keep your eye out. I'm sure we will get back very shortly. Hey, Sonia, I'm actually thinking if people are interested, I would love to go over there and teach a 2-day workshop as well. Okay, with the lovely photos that Keza has been sending me, cool bananas. I like that. I am all for putting together a weekend retreat. So excellent. Hey, Penny, how you going, hun? G'day from Fro. I'm not sure where that is, but it sounds interesting. Natalia says, yeah, he's making a trip to Brisbane. I am seriously considering Brisbane, honey, for the Brisbane Expo next year as well. That is something that keeps coming up on my calendar. I keep getting invites to, so I think it's really time to really consider doing Brisbane, Sydney and Melbourne. I reckon the expos are that I keep getting invited to. So, all right, wonderful. So we've got a few people here. Don't forget to invite your friends and family to join in. Just a reminder, my phone's about to have Google Speak, so just excuse me while I turn that off. If you are interested in joining my inner circle above me and becoming an Inner Circle yearly member, where you can join the community, get access to a lot of different stuff. That is on special until the 30th of June, and you will save $100 a year, as well as get access to about nearly just on $6,000, or not quite $6,000. I think it's $5,800 and something worth of value, and I constantly do add stuff to that. And if you join up before the 30th of June, you will also receive a deck of my Inner Soul Oracle cards that I will post out. So a big shout. I can see some of the members are here, and like some of the beautiful Inner Circle members are down here in the green room as well. So we might start with Nicole and bring her up and say hello. All right, so now I need to unsolo myself, and I need to get rid of that one.
Hey.
Hey, honey, how are you going?
Good, how are you?
I am doing quite well, thank you.
You had a good weekend? Looked busy?
It was crazy busy. We did get a little bit of touristy stuff done for about 5 minutes, a detour via the Blue Lake over the hill from where we were staying on the way home. So it was lovely to at least see the lake.
That's good.
Yeah. And how are you? How's Dad?
Yeah. How did you know?
That feeling.
So I don't know. I don't think I've been on for a few weeks, I don't think.
No.
So the last time I spoke, he was in the nursing home still?
Yep, and he was hoping to come home sort of in the day or two after.
Yeah, so he discharged it. So this is so draining, so I just feel like I'm repeating myself all the time. But, yeah, no, he discharged himself.
Wow, they can do that from a nursing home.
They can, because he's got his brain, he's got his mental state.
Yeah.
So, the palliative care nurse rang me and said we can't chain him to the bed. He wants to go home, and sometimes they need to go home to fail to realise that they need care.
Yeah.
Anyway, he went home on the Thursday, and then 6 days later he was all over the news. We saw it.
Missing? No, I didn't. I tried not to watch the news. Smashed
his car, brand new Jag, into a house.
Oh, no.
So he shouldn't have driven. He couldn't even walk, and had to have 15 staples in his head.
Wow.
Stayed here for 3 days, cracked it, said, you can't tell me what to do. I need to go home. Said, you need nurses. Anyway, once he's feeling better, it's so hard.
Yeah.
So he went home, and then on Saturday he was on the floor for 14 hours. He fell.
Oh, my goodness.
At 3 o'clock in the morning early Saturday morning, and, the Coles driver that delivered his food found him.
Oh, wow.
On the floor. So he's got 3 cracked ribs, and I just burst into tears and said, you know what, you've got 2 choices now. Dad, I'm sorry. I love you, but you've got one choice. Yes, you can stay at home. That's what you want, but you'll have to pay for a full-time carer.
Yep.
Or you go to a nursing home.
Yep.
And if you don't do any of those, I can't be part of your life anymore.
Yeah, I know it's hard as it is.
But I just...
Yeah, and hopefully that kick up the bum is enough for him to go, right, I need to make that hard choice and not be so stubborn. I get where he's coming from as well.
So do I, but it's not fair on all of us.
No, that's it. It's not fair on the Coles delivery driver to have to find him either.
Yeah, naked, no jocks, no nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, darling, picked him up, put him into bed. I know, I need to find out who this driver is and, say thank you.
Yeah, so I'm sure he will appreciate it in that way. So, but, even just the damage you could have done to himself behind the wheel sort of thing is, you know, than anybody
Killed
else.
anyone, but yeah.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. So still at home?
No, he's in hospital.
Oh, okay, yeah. How long can they hold him for?
Until we find care at home.
Yeah. Okay. So hopefully that can be delayed a bit. I know the system has got a lot of pressure on it, but
I know I've already organised private care, so he can pay. He's got money, so it's $85 an hour.
yeah, wow.
And he's like, wow, I know. Well, I don't care. So it's either that or a nursing home.
Oh, exactly. That's it. And he wants that level of lifestyle still. You know, that's something that he needs to do. So will that be 24/7 or?
No, just the morning and the night. I think he'll be all right during the day. It's just showering and.
Yeah, the really hard stuff. Yeah. Has he got one of those care alert buttons?
No, they won't let him go home until that's sorted.
Good. Yeah. So I swear by those. My husband's grandfather wouldn't have one. I put my foot down and went, you're having one, because he did have a fall, but it was just lucky he fell with a phone in his hand. So, and luckily there was a couple of times he had falls on when his son was at work, and he was able to do that. So didn't help him the day he died. He fell out of bed and was found on the other side of the bed dead, and that was hanging on the bed head. So he was determined to go out without it, I think.
They're so stubborn, aren't they?
They are. And like he was 93 sort of thing. 93, I think, when he passed a couple of years, 3-4 years ago. So they are stubborn. And I think men are just as bad as what women are in that sense. But they're so used to being so independent. And
I know.
It's
but
hard
I think,
when you get old.
Well, you say, I've just told him he's upsetting me. So
yeah, and that's the thing. You can't keep doing it, because what about your own health?
No.
You know, all this stuff keeps building up, and you're trying to hold it together for everybody else. It takes a toll on you physically as well.
My neck, it's, I know, you know me and my neck, but
yeah, it's where you carry all your stress and pressure, the weight of the world. Sort of
thing. My heart's been racing heaps lately, and
yeah. Okay, how did you go with your test? Because you were having tests. Were you having an MRI?
Yeah,
and that all came back clear. Yeah. So it's all the pressure, all the stress is the reference.
But my heart, and then I worry. That's
yeah. It's hard not to. It's the sort of person you are, hun. Big heart.
And then with my work, it's been a few weeks ago, a lot of stress, and I'm like, do I want to do this anymore?
Yeah, I get yes. To me, it's a feeling if you can take away all this extra family stuff that's going on, work's going to flow nicely is the feeling I get. The energy has just been like in upheaval with the universe lately, so we should be starting to see the changes starting to move in.
I will pass my probation then in a couple of weeks.
I do feel that you will. I get the feeling they'll be very understanding of what you've been through.
Yeah, I know.
But at the same time, I feel like they're looking at the way that you're handling that stress and the pressure of everything, and admiring that in that sense as well. So to me as an employee, I just sort of feel that would be something that I would look at you and the way you've handled it all and go, well, she can handle more pressure or a higher position in that sense with that. So
you've said that a few times.
Yeah, I get the feeling that there's a move there, there's a shift sort of thing. So to me, I don't feel that you're going to be at that level that you are now for too much longer in that. I'm going to say change by the end of the year.
In the same department or a different?
Same department will be the next shift. After that, I feel it'll be a different department. So one more, like a shift in where you are now, and then change
within the same hospital.
Same hospital. Yeah, I got told to split the deck, and the card that come up was the breath card. So it's very much about releasing what no longer serves you, find that inner energy and balance. So by putting your foot down with Dad, that's kind of what you're doing in a sense. You're finding that balance. So as much as it's a sort of swift kick up the bum for him as well. Yeah. What would the birds mean to you? Because I keep getting birds flying around you.
Birds.
Yeah. So whether it's signs from spirit, I just keep seeing there's birds floating around you and they feel very peaceful.
Not any particular birds, no?
I feel like I've got a dove, a white doves with that. So not hugely big but I get the reference to the white doves. Would you relate the birds to your brother?
Well, it's funny. A few years ago, a white dove came to my kitchen knock because white doves you don't really see very often.
No.
And look, I've Googled and, doesn't it mean a spirit? What does it mean if a white dove comes to you?
Well, dove is usually peace sort of thing in that sense. In the spiritual meaning, I'm not 100% sure what the dove means. Roz might know. She might put it in a comment for us in a moment.
It came to my kitchen.
Yeah.
I live, in a suburb. It just came right in, came right to the windowsill, looked at me, moved around, and then just disappeared.
Beautiful.
I don't know.
So take that from a sign from spirit. So to me, it's a feeling. It's more so about they're letting you know. Whoops, get my camera in the right spot. Letting you know that you're not alone. So I just keep seeing the white doves fly around you. Doves means peace and purity. Thanks, Roz. Appreciate that. So,
well, I guess with Dad, I think my brother's around me a lot.
Definitely, without a doubt. So, yeah. And what about your husband? How's things there?
Yeah, so he's booked in for his next surgery in a couple of, next Monday. Yeah, not this Monday, coming the next Monday.
Yeah, all right. I get that. So, I get that it's going to go well. So, to me, I have a good feeling, a positive feeling about that. So then, fingers crossed, everything else is settling down. Give you a break.
I said to my husband, can we organise a holiday?
I was just going to say, when's the road trip?
I know. Well, and it's funny. And I know you keep on saying we need to go on a trip, and I've tried to book one in, but every time I go to book one in, you know when they always say roadblocks? Yes. You're on the wrong path, things happen for a reason. And we're meant to go on a long weekend, and lucky I didn't book because then Dad, do you know what I mean? Something just made us not book.
That's it. So obviously you knew that the focus needs to be there with him at the moment. So
that's all the time.
Yeah, that's it. So fingers crossed you can get somebody in place really quickly and he can settle in home and realise how hard it is going to be long term.
Apart from that, my health, I'm just tired and
tired and exhausted. Achy, tired and exhausted is the reference I get with that. So to me, very much nurture yourself. Go and run a hot bath. Have some minerals or put some salts or something into the bath, and just sit there and soak. Candlelight and a glass of wine sounds amazing.
So the crying and I just cried at this random the other day. I know. It's because you know what I'm like. I hold everything and then.
Yeah, well, it builds up. But also, I came live late last night. You probably would have been in bed by then. I think it was like about 11:45 before going to bed, and talked about how emotions are coming up and we need to release them. It's that shift of energy sort of thing. So the universal energy is doing that to us currently as well, sort of thing. But I would say it's a combination for yourself. All the pressure, trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, and hold everything together. So you're a tough cookie.
But I can't save the world, and that's what a few of my friends say.
Exactly. That's it. Exactly. So, when do you take that step back and just put yourself first for once? Sort of thing, even if it's, I want to say a day spa or something like that, a few hours where you can sit and get a couple of girlfriends together and book it in on a weekend or something. Where
I've got a $400 voucher, couple of vouchers worth $400 sitting there. I should really book it in, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you should. Just grab a couple of friends and go, or a friend and go, right, we're going to the day spa. I'd say nothing minimum of 4 hours and just switch the phone off and turn off to everything. It can all wait until you've had your time. You'll feel so much better for it. So, okay.
Thanks, Leanne.
You're welcome, honey. It's good to see you. So, yeah, and remember, take that breath. Take a step back occasionally. All right, Ham, you take care. I'll keep you in my thoughts. Not the best.
Thank you. All right,
you're welcome.
See you
later.
Bye.
Bye. The thing is, oops, I put you on Sally. Beautiful. The thing is, we, as parents, as adult children, we always put ourselves second best type of thing, and we do especially when we're all trying to hold things together like that. But she is one amazing woman with what she's dealing with. All right, I can see a few people here. We have Sarah saying, good morning, ladies, from Cape Cod, USA. Hey, honey, how you going? Would love to receive a message from my mum or another loved one who has passed on if drawn. Honey, I'm very much drawn to your mum's energy, but I also feel like I have her mum, your grandmother, with her as well, because I get the two, I'm getting caught up here, the two generations coming through, and I feel like they're very similar in their ways or in their personality, so looks or personality in that side of her. Okay, I need to acknowledge the angel wings. So I don't know if there's an angel statue or you refer to them as your angels in heaven, but all of a sudden I'm being given the angel wings. I do feel like August is a significant month for you, and I feel like I'm looking around celebration with that side of it, Sarah. So whose birthday or celebration is coming up, because I need to acknowledge that. And when I was holding the cards, a card jumped out for you, honey. It's a protection card. May your guided light surround you, watch over you, and help protect you on your journey. Okay, so just protect your energy in that way. Okay, Sarah's just saying that yes, that is true. I call my mum my angel. Beautiful. I feel like I want to call them both angels, honey, because I do very much feel their energy being very similar in their ways. And Sarah is also saying it's her daughter's birthday next week. So honey, please know that Spirit's way of letting you know that they are still very much aware of the birthday, the celebration, and they send the birthday wishes there. There's lots of love that comes through from mum. She knows that you talk to her, so please know when you are talking to her, whether you're talking out loud or it is very much through the thought process, that they are very much hearing you, honey, in that way. Okay, so Jacinta, I'm just jumping to wherever Spirit is guiding the mouse. We will jump down into some more members very shortly. Jacinta says, hi, ladies, wondering if happiness will come my way anytime soon, please. I get yes, honey. Okay, now I also feel that you need to choose happiness as well. So to me, I kind of feel like that you put yourself second best at times. And I get the reference to you carry a lot of stress and a lot of tension around your neck area. So I don't know if you find yourself quite often sort of rubbing back between the spine and the shoulder, sort of the top of the shoulder area there as well, but I just get the reference to you need to open yourself up to receive happiness, and I get the reference to it is very much about leaning into that energy. I just feel there's been a lot of negativity around you, and I'm a big believer in changing the thought process. Change it out and focus on what it is that you want, and replace the negative thoughts with positive thoughts. And when you do that, you're going to see that that change come in around you as well. Feels like somebody's put the heater up all of a sudden in this house. So if it doesn't cut out very shortly, I'll be yelling out to somebody in a moment. So be warned, people. So I'm a big believer where the mind where the mind thinks or what it thinks, the mind will deliver. So when you have those negative thoughts, honey, turn them around, replace it with a positive thought process in that way, and watch how that brings change. All right. So things will get easier is the reference I get there. Okay. Alison, can you see any messages for me now, Hannah? That is a very general question, so I'm going to pull you a card because that's what I'm being drawn to. I do feel like I need to look at October with your energy, and I feel like I need to look at the 22. So whether I'm looking at the 22nd of October or the 22nd of a month plus the 10th month being October. Okay. The card that I've pulled you is the Mountain card, and it is reminding you that you are a tower of strength. Push through, pull on your wisdom and determination to help reach that outcome, that desired outcome that you are wanting. The hard work is behind you, is the reference I get with that. Okay. All right. So I'll leave you with that one, huh? Louise, hey gorgeous. Hi Leanne and all watching. I hope everyone is doing well and staying warm. I certainly am, hun. I think somebody's trying to cook me with this air conditioner vent above me. I've got a funny feeling my husband's got home from being outside working and is cold. As you know, Mount Barker is quite cold. Katie is here. Evening, Leanne. Any messages for me, please? I got told to cut the cards, and I get the reference to, well, the footstep card has come through, and I get the reference to look at the imprint that you are leaving behind. I kind of feel like you're focusing on what direction you're wanting to go or trying to work that out at the moment. Okay, so achieve. Actions have consequences. Be conscious of the imprint you leave behind. All right, so just be aware of that mark that you are making at the moment. Okay. All right. Sharon, hey, lovely lady. After a long wait and a big struggle, I finally got my house after separating from my partner. I would just like to know if things are going to be in the right path for me and will find my happiness soon, or anything between me and John, or is it done, honey? I feel like I've got done with that. Sorry, hun, but I do feel, I want to say congratulations on the house side of stuff. I do get the feeling it is about bringing the focus back to you and finding yourself at the moment. So whether you've found that you've become something to make somebody else happy, or you've lost yourself in the struggle of everything, I do get the reference to just allow this energy to move forward. And when you do that, things are going to shift in the right direction. Okay, so wishing you all the best. Hey, Ruth, how you going? Vicky is here just saying hi, just joining. Hey, honey, welcome. And I want to say welcome also to the new people here, because there are some names that I am not recognizing from past shows as well. So let me know if you're new. Lulu says, hi, Leanne, does a loved one come through for me? I actually get a female energy around you, and I feel like I've got a grandmother figure with that. I get a shorter sort of energy, but very loving energy with her in that way, okay? I do feel that she comes through to you in your dreams with messages at times. So I get the reference to look at what the dreams mean to you, but also look at the top of sorry, I'm reading Jacinta's message at the same time. Look at the timing of when those dreams come through, all right? So I will leave you with her love, honey. Jacinta says most definitely with the top of her shoulders, so she picks up in pain there as well. All right, thank you, honey, for the feedback. Okay, Natalia, is there any messages from my past loved one, Jake, please? Honey, I think you asked that question just about every week. Now, I'm not pulling you up on this, but I kind of feel like it's about trusting in yourself, trust and surrender to what it is that you feel. I do feel that you are on the right pathway, and I get the reference to he is very much around you and he shows you the signs. So whether you find that you're not seeing the signs as much as he's putting them there, or you're not understanding what it is that he's giving you, but I do feel very much there is celebration coming up around him and yourself in that way, okay? So I get a lot of love that comes through from him, okay? All right, so let's jump down and say hi to Dee.
Hi.
Well, I have a mouthful. Whoops, hang on. Let me take I got my solo button on. How you going, hun?
I'm going good. Bit flat, but going good.
That's good. What's been going on?
Nothing much, actually. Just a lot of pain and trying to deal with that, and a lot of back pain.
Yeah. Okay.
And dragging, yeah. Just feeling like very flat this week. So
yeah. I think there is a storm coming through. I don't know about you guys, But I think you find there's a lot going on with the barometric pressure, which is putting a lot of pressure on our bodies and pain. Because I know, I want to say the last 2 days I've felt it more than I have for quite a few days.
Yeah.
Sort of thing with that, and the tired, the exhausted energy with that as well.
Not sleeping properly and just.
My husband's been complaining for probably a good week or more now that he keeps waking up for, you know, a couple hours every night, like it's 4, 5, 6 o'clock sort of thing in the morning, and then he goes back to sleep just in time for the alarm to go off. Sort of thing. And I know I was doing the same myself. Mine was more probably 4 and 5 sort of thing, but I noticed I did it last night, but I probably only laid there for about 15 minutes before I think I fell back to sleep. Didn't seem as long this time. So I think there's major shifts going on universally, which I do feel they are positive, but it is having that physical and emotional effect on us at the moment as well in that way. So just breathe through it. I think that's all we can sort of do is just breathe through it and go with it. You guys are lucky you don't have such cold weather up there.
Oh, we get down to 8 degrees in the morning, but the other day we woke up, there was thunderstorm and they had hail just around like 15 minutes away.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, it's really mixed weather forecast sort of thing. Like we had lightning and thunder. I think it was last night. My daughter come in and goes, "Mum, is your blinds open here in the office?" Yeah, she's like, "There's lightning." I'd never seen it, but she kept seeing it out the corner of her eye. I think I was just too tired to sort of take notice. But the rain, the heaviness, the wind, this sort of thing. So,
but even the kids are restless. They're really restless. Like my grandson normally goes to bed and he normally sleeps through.
Yeah.
He's walking the floor at 10 o'clock at night. My granddaughter's been waking up on and off, and it's like, this is weird.
Yeah. My husband always said, how did he word it? When it's windy, the kids become very ratty. He had a little saying that used to flow, and I can't remember how it went, but he used to say when the wind picked up, the kids were sort of very unsettled type of thing when they were younger, sort of thing. So, yeah, he didn't like windy days.
I love windy days, but it's just like today was just a miserable grey day, and when you looked out, it was just misty rain.
Yeah.
You know, not enough to annoy you, not enough to wet the ground, just misty and miserable and cold and just, really, do I have to do this today? And I spent the whole day on the phone and I was like, oh, really?
Yeah. A good day to climb back into bed is my feeling.
Oh, exactly. And when you can't, you sit there going, oh, please.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had a long day and all I've been thinking is bring on bedtime sort of thing. So, but then I get into bed and I get restless sort of thing and the legs don't want to settle and whatnot. So I'm like, bring on summer.
I love my winter, but last night I actually got into bed just as it tinged and you were coming on and I'm thinking, oh, my Lord, it's late.
It is. It was like about quarter
someone else is as mad as I am.
I know. I'm sitting there struggling to keep my eyes open last night, and I'm like, I haven't done a live today. I need to do a live.
Oh,
Leanne,
wow.
moving. The day's nearly gone. It's it's going to be AM shortly, so I thought I'll make it short, sharp, and shiny. Then I went to start, and I didn't have my glasses, and so I'm like feeling like my eyes are bulging out of my head, trying to keep my eyes open and see the messages on the screen. So, but I went to bed and I crashed really quickly, so I could go to bed knowing that I had done it. Sort of thing.
I crashed really quickly after that, but I didn't do the cat litter yesterday and I paid the price today and I'm like, ugh.
No, yes, my daughter has to do that. So
they're not mine, but I'm looking after them and it's like, seriously?
The joys. So
do
you have a question, hun, that you would like to
Just a
ask?
card, please.
Just a card.
Just a card.
I'm just reading Kez's comment, Lee. Soap holding them on your hips, it works. Oh, I'm not sure what that is.
Not sure.
I could leave that up to the imagination.
I don't want to hold my pats on my hips.
All right, honey. The card that I have just pulled for you is the snake card. So shedding skin, preparing for the healing transformation. You're always evolving. So there's a lot of growth that is coming around that side of it.
So does that mean I've got good news coming?
Yes. Yeah. So definitely. Oh, for pain relief. That's what she's talking about. Thank you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That makes sense. So, yeah. So it's definitely got a good feeling to it.
Yeah, so you feel there's good news coming.
Yeah. I just feel, and I keep saying this to people, that it's kind of like we've had to go through this massive big shift of a lot of stuff the last 12 or 18 months. But I feel like come July through to December, we're going to have a lot of big positive energy come through, but it's going to be in massive waves. So big things happen in such a hurry, sort of thing, with that side of it. So I keep saying to people, I just feel like we've got to hold on to our hats and go with the flow and take it as it comes in.
I hope so, because my daughter had a car accident last week, and I'm thinking, oh, not much more can happen to this family. It's like,
she's doing okay?
Yeah, she avoided having a head-on and hit at the rear of a car.
Yeah, wow. So
she avoided the head-on. Oh, it was because she went to overtake and the person wouldn't let her overtake and sped up on her.
Yeah.
And then the car came head-on.
It's amazing how much that happens. You know, I found that even on the weekend, just driving to Mount Gambier, you pull out because somebody's doing under the speed limit and you go to pass them, and next minute they're putting their foot down, and it just drives you nuts like that. So.
It does. It scared the living hell out of her, and all I want to do is be with her, but she's up in Cairns and I'm down here, and it's like, oh, well.
Not much you can do. You can be supportive from a distance, sort of thing. So
thank heavens we've got Facebook and Skype.
Yes, that's it. The next best thing to being there in person.
Exactly.
So all right, honey. We're sending her lots of healing, and hopefully it gets all sorted out really quickly.
Yep. You take care.
Thanks, honey. You too.
Thank you.
And
bye.
Talk to you soon. Bye. Okay. I did it again. I'm hitting the wrong solo button. I am doing really well. My brain is like mush at the moment. It needs its bed in that sense. Okay, so we have Brute here saying, hi, yes, I'm new. Do you have any messages from loved ones, please? I actually feel there's a few around you, honey, and I do feel a very close-knit family with yourself with that. I do get a grandmother figure around you, and I get the reference to the heart, the chest, the lungs. So to me, I feel very much her health focus was around that space. I got pulled a card, and I get the Rise card with you. So it's very much about getting in touch with your inner self, your true self at the moment, and enjoy this moment. So time to focus on you and what it is that you're wanting to do. And when you do that, I get the reference to everything else is going to fall into place. All right, hon? So wishing you all the best. We have Lisa here next. Hey, Lisa. She says, hi, Leanne. I love the heart. Hope you are doing well and warm. Trying to, honey, stay warm. Will my kids be okay? Have been having a few different issues with each of them at the moment. Yes, I just feel it's unsettled energy, honey, and it is going to pass very shortly with that. So I feel like I'm looking at the next 2 to 3 weeks and having a shift around that time period. Okay. If it's not one, it's all is the reference I get. So it's just the timing, the aligning at the moment. Okay. So wishing you good luck with that. All right, Sharon says, I love him and still miss him. It's only been 3 months. I've been told from his family he still loves me and he's struggling, but his work was very busy, big issue. He forgot he had me at home even though he worked from home. That's all our arguments was over, okay? And, honey, I get you need somebody to be present in your relationship. So to me, it's the feeling that he had the opportunity to make change, but change wasn't the importance sort of thing with that side of it. Okay, guys, I am realizing, noticing that there is somebody there asking people to inbox you. Please don't inbox them. They are scammers, and I'm sure Roz is probably watching that at the moment and monitoring that for me. Thanks, honey. Bruce says, thank you so much. Really appreciate the message. You are very welcome, honey. It's my pleasure. All right. Who else have we got that I have missed? Scott says, I've never got to meet my grandfather. Does he have any messages for me? Yes, hon. All of a sudden, I've got an irritated eye when I've connected with your energy. So what is going on with your right eye at the moment? So whether you're finding yourself rubbing it or it's dry or irritated, I just get the reference to being very much drawn to the eye in that sense, okay? With your grandfather, I want to put a old pipe in front of him. So I don't know if the pipe was handed down from his dad or it was something that he used to use, but all of a sudden I get that smell of tobacco around you in that way. And he's got his hand on his heart, which is my sign for love and pride. I feel that you've been through a few changes lately, and I want to sort of push that pride more so into the forefront with that, with his energy as well. So that's his way of letting you know that he sees those changes. He's proud of the way that you've come through that energy, because he does make me feel like you've had some tough times. So as much as we didn't get to meet, or you didn't get to meet him, family spirit will stay with family in that way. All right, so no, there's a lot of love that comes through for you. All right, let's bring the beautiful Jen up and say hello to her. And while she's coming up, I'm going to get a mouthful of drink. Okay, solo off. Helps if I push the right buttons tonight. Hey, honey, how you going?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Besides pushing the wrong buttons, not too bad. I have done it every time I've gone to bring somebody up tonight. How's your week? You're looking a bit tired too.
I was just thinking, it's funny everybody coming on saying like, oh, I'm a bit tired, I had a 3-hour nap this afternoon and I'm still tired. I've been tired a lot, so I don't know what's going on.
Were you having a nap for me as well, or what?
Look, I'm a champion napper. I will nap for the nation. If it was an Olympic sport, we would be all over it.
We'll be winning gold, you reckon?
Absolutely.
I love it. So, no, I feel like there's this just massive shift sort of thing in the energy at the moment, and between the cold, the energy shift, the universal stuff that's going on, it just sort of feels like it's really building at the moment sort of thing. So very much about nurturing ourselves at the moment. So yeah, I think we need to keep focusing on that and keep reminding ourselves, nurture, nurture, nurture sort of thing with that.
Well, that's how I felt this afternoon. I was like, oh, you shouldn't have a nap. And I was like, well, why not?
Why not if you can?
Yeah. So I went, I was like, oh, my phone rang a few times. I'm like, I'm not getting that.
I don't know
who that is, but I'm not getting that. So.
Yeah. I actually went into my daughter when I finished work. I think it was about 5:45 by the time I finished tonight with my last client. And I sat on the edge of the bed and she goes, what do you want? I said, what do you want for tea? I'm too tired to even think about it. I'm not cooking and I don't want to go out and get stuff sort of thing. And she's sitting there and she's humming, hurrying, and I'm thinking, I can't even make a decision for myself. So that didn't help. I've got my eyes closed. She's like, you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm just taking a little power nap.
Oh, dear.
I'm thinking next minute the camera's going to be out and she'll be taking photos.
Oh, dear. How's your week been otherwise?
It's been really busy. It's been good busy. So lots of beautiful messages and stuff coming through for people. So powerful, some really powerful stuff at the moment, which, you know, I think people are needing. So, yeah, but I sort of took it a little bit easy on Monday and tried to do that yesterday. That didn't happen at all. That was out the window.
Yeah,
I had to race to Adelaide and went to Marion and got our toes and stuff done because my daughter wanted to have a mum's time.
Mum that would have been nice.
Yeah, that's it. But I'd already organised to do it with a friend, so I took the friend and the other daughter along with us. Just felt like I sat in the chair and it was all done, sort of thing. So So it's been hectic, and today was just like one client after another sort of thing. So tomorrow is I'm making it sleeping day. So
well, this is the good thing when you're in charge of yourself, you do as much or as little as you want. Like, you're a hard worker, so every so often you're allowed to be like, I'm just going to take my foot off the accelerator.
Yeah, and Thursdays is my day to sort of nurture myself and do any little bits of catch up I need to do for me personally, sort of thing. So if anybody rings me before 10 o'clock, I would not be answering the phone. Maybe even before 11. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
So, you've been keeping well, warm?
Yeah,
right?
I had a big wedding to go to. It was a big Indian wedding over the weekend that went over 4 days.
Oh, my goodness.
I was pretty tired.
Hey, if you're going to celebrate, you might as well do it the right way. Hey,
it was a lot, and I wasn't involved in all of the things, so I don't know how they, how they kept up the pace, but it was a lot.
Yeah.
it's not even the food or the drinking or anything. Just late nights, they kill me. I just can't do them anymore. Like, I'm like, I'm having fun, and the next day I'm like, I am a zombie.
It's past 9 o'clock, it's bedtime.
Yeah, even if I, because there was one night where I didn't get to bed until about 3, but I slept in until about 10 or so. Oh no, about say 8:30 the next day. So still a fair amount of sleep. It's not like it was only a couple of hours. And I was still wiped, and then I came back and I had another nap. So it seems to be the week of napping, I think.
Yeah, it all adds up and sort of, it all sort of mounds on top of each other.
Yeah.
So, I'm very much about napping at the moment. So, but it is, as we're getting older, it's getting harder to do that sort of stuff. So, I know just being in the shopping centre yesterday was exhausting after the weekend we had, sort of thing. So,
so really take the opportunity when it comes.
Definitely. Stop. Yeah, and that's a big thing. I really think we're being pushed to nurture ourselves more than normal at the moment, sort of thing. So, it's time that some of us stop and listen. I'm good at telling other people.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, that's it. So, but, it is about finding balance, sort of thing. So, and I'm all for balance at the moment. So, did you have a question you'd like to ask, honey?
No, just coming in to say hi.
Beautiful. Can I pull you a card, please?
If you do, right. Sure. I'm not going to say no, but
Excellent. The card I've pulled for you is a butterfly. So look for the signs, the confirmation from above. Your loved ones are around you. So look at those. And it's funny because I'm working on the fact sheets at the moment for the VA to send out, and it's based around the signs, sort of thing.
That's so nice.
I just feel the universe is putting the signs there for you.
Excellent.
And letting you know you're on the right track. Rest up.
we will see, And that's actually really interesting because I've been thinking today especially, I'm like, are you doing the right thing? Are you not doing the right thing? But I didn't want to ask. I was like, let's just see how things play out rather than because I don't think it's always kind of healthy to be asking all the time, but I like dropping in to say hello. So, we like seeing your smiley face and having a laugh with you. So to me, I take that you're right where you need to be. You're on the right track. Excellent. All right.
So
let's see how that goes.
Enjoy the journey.
Thank you.
Change is coming.
Yeah. All right. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Beautiful. All right, hon. Well, good to see you. You take care and enjoy the rest of the week. Stay warm. Put the heater on.
You too. All right.
Mine's on. Somebody's trying to cook me. You see my cheeks getting redder and redder. I would say my daughter's turned the temperature up. I turn it down. She turns it up.
Oh, God, I love kids.
Yeah, that's it. So beautiful. All right, hon. Take care.
All
Bye
right.
for now.
Thanks. See you. Good night.
Bye. Oh, beautiful energy. All right. So we have Lou saying thank you. You are very welcome, honey. And we have quite a few messages here. Scott is saying, thank you very much. You are very welcome, Scott. It is my pleasure. Oh, God, it helps if I can get my words out. I tell you, I have talked so much all weekend and a couple of days since then as well. And by the end of the day, it's kind of like get the words out. So Roz is telling me she's not long for bed. Time a day out tomorrow. Yep, that's it, honey. I have a phone call to make to my website providers, because when I rang through business hours today, it's the American team that is handling stuff. So now I need to ring them in a moment to get fixed what needs to be fixed, and then I'm off to bed as well with that. All right, guys, well, I might leave it there because I'm starting to ramble and my words don't feel like they are making too much sense. What I want to do is actually, Penny's saying, sorry, meant to say from Ballarat. So, honey, I have had a discussion about coming over your way sometime soon when things settle down in Victoria. All right. So what I'm being drawn to do is pull a card for a general card for everybody at the moment. So if you didn't get a reading, this is for you guys. It's the dog card, and it's very much about deserving friendships, the loyalty and the support. Feel the unconditional love that surrounds you. So surround yourself with that love. Lean into that energy, like-minded people, okay? People that bring something to your life and that you give back to them in that sense. It's about having that balance, okay? All right, if you would like to purchase a deck of my Inner Soul guidance cards, you can go to Deb's and my website, innersoulguidance.com.au and purchase a deck there. Otherwise, you can jump into my there's the website there across the bottom. Otherwise, you can jump into leannewinston.com to purchase them through there, or to make a booking with myself. Let me see if I have. I know it's there somewhere. I just need to find it. Okay, I'm not sure what that button is I clicked on, but that certainly isn't it. So Leanne Winston. Actually, I can type it down here for you guys. Just bear with me for 1 sec. I am usually more organized and have it in the comments. So Roz has beaten me to it. Thank you, honey. LeanneWinston.com. All right. So that is my website where you can reach out. You can make a booking with me. If you did want to join my Inner Circle family, the saving or the special goes through to the 30th of June. And if you do join in that time, you get yourself a deck of the cards anyway. But the link is above there, leannewinston.com/become a member, where you can find more information about that there as well. Keza, you are very welcome. Thank you, honey, for joining in with us. All right, I am going to take my crazy tired body to bed very shortly. So I want to wish you all a very good night and say, be yourself, nurture yourself at the moment, stay true to yourself and stand in that power. And when you do that, everything is going to fall in place. Sending lots of love and healing to those that need it. And I will see you all very soon. Bye for now.